All right, let's talk about sleep. And as I mentioned before, good sleep starts with your morning, right? Again, I want to say here, get in fresh air, get in movement, get in light. That light, more specifically, the blue component in the light, tells your body, yo, it's wake up time, wake up. Now, that's interesting because the same blue light component in the light tells your body to stay awake when you're supposed to go to sleep. So we'll be talking about that. First and foremost, I mentioned meditation in the video before that. One of the most efficient ways to fall asleep quickly, if you're a guy who has trouble falling asleep quickly usually, like me for example, nothing better than meditation. Put your meditation at the last task of the day, because most of the time, all day, you will tell yourself, I don't have time anyway, so do it before you go to sleep. What I do is before I go to sleep is, I take off all my clothes, I like sleeping naked, and instead of just slipping into bed, I'm gonna sit at the edge of the bed and I meditate for 10 to 20 minutes in a completely darkened room. Phone is already off. All I have on there is a single short timer for 20 minutes, 10 minutes meditation. I already set my alarm for the next day, so that's included in there. So all I have to do when the meditation is over is I turn off that alarm and I go right to sleep. I don't have to look at the screen, nothing, okay? So meditate before you go to sleep, because first of all, you get adjusted to the calmness of the night. You get adjusted to the night, to the darkness, which already puts your body into sleep mode. You're extremely calm and you train yourself to let go. And most of the time, you'll be spending 10-20 minutes in bed anyway, not being able to fall asleep because of all these thoughts. And you kind of have to meditate yourself into sleep anyway. Now, funny enough, many people say, oh, meditation should be this highly focused thing. I agree, but at the same time, it's different kind of focus. It's awareness and focus, but at the same time, it trains you to let go of all these thoughts, to let go of the mistakes that you've made on that day and just breathe. And you'll find yourself, after the meditation, of a very clear mind, very clear thoughts, and you could just slip right into bed. Honestly, in full honesty, many times I find myself like napping away already after these 10 minutes, after 20 minutes, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go to bed, turn off the alarm, slip right into bed, boom, I'm fucking gone. It's a great way to do so. Let me check my notes here. In terms of how long should I sleep, this is something personal preference. I have friends, my business partner Kevin, for example, he's totally fine with 5-6 hours of sleep. I myself need at least 8.5 hours, and that's also what the maximum that I would recommend. I don't think it's necessary to sleep much longer than that, but again, it's personal preference. So I would say keep it between 6 and 8.5 hours of solid sleep that you get in, especially when you're lifting heavy. You want to get that recovery time in as well. And so that's in terms of length. And then, yeah, like I said, light. You want to kill light as much as possible towards your sleep, which means the room itself should be completely darkened. Either completely darken it out, get completely cutting off shades. I'm not talking about shit shades like this shit here. This is here in my living room where I'm working. It should never be in the sleeping room, in the bedroom. So I can actually show you my bedroom here. You see this? This is extremely bright. This is outside. There's a huge window front here. Now, we in RSD, we are big believers in garbage bags, using garbage bags or aluminum foil to put it over there so it's permanently dark. However, I use this room, for other shit. I use it to fuck, I use it to shoot pictures, etc. And I don't want girls to freak out when they see creepy blackened windows. So what I do is very simple. I have a sleeping mask right here on my night desk. A sleeping mask, one of the big ones, the comfortable ones. I spent, I think, 30 bucks on that. So worth it, because you wear this shit every night. You put this over your head. It's extremely comfortable and it keeps everything completely dark. And you want it completely dark and completely silent, because it's a lot about the quality of sleep and not the length of sleep. I can sleep 10 hours shittily, I'll be fucking dead. I can sleep 6 hours completely undisturbed in a completely darkened room, completely quiet. That shit makes me recover so fucking much, and so does it for you. So definitely keep it completely dark and definitely keep it as silent as possible. Now, my room is very silent, even though there's a street right down there. Now, if you can't have a silent room because you live in a city, there's two possibilities. There's earplugs that you can put in. Many people love those. There's really good ones. Again, here, pay $20 extra, but get really good earplugs if you want. There's earplugs that completely silence it off, and many of my friends love them. On the other hand, I'm not a big fan of earplugs. I don't like to have shit in my ears. Excuse me. What I do like though is white noise. White noise is amazing. If you go to YouTube, type in white noise. It's basically this constant noise in the background, like there's different frequencies, different types that basically cut out any other noises, your brain basically cuts that ongoing noise out as well, and and you'll be able to fall asleep extremely easily. I literally fall asleep when I hear white noise. I get tired. I don't know if it's conditioned or whatever the fuck it is. I get tired with white noise. By the way, my favorite white noise, if you type it on YouTube, is called celestial white noise. You can type that in, you can check it out. I like it. I love that shit. I listen to it while I'm meditating. When I was traveling, touring the world, I listened to the shit every time it was too loud because I had assistants literally spending the night in the room with me. Bad times, tough times, but the white noise got me over it. I put this in the either noise cancelling headphones that I can put over there or earplugs, but again, I'm not a big fan of putting things in my ears. You can have it literally on a white noise machine if you want. You can have it on your phone next to you and all these things, but make sure that the phone doesn't make any other noises and that it's not bright. So these are the possibilities that help you cut out any noise. And last but not least, again, eliminate the blue light component. Again, the blue light component, I don't want to be over sciencey here, the blue light component in any artificial light, be it any regular fucking light like this here, there's a blue component in there. And that blue component tells your body, hey, the sun is up, it's wake up time, don't go to sleep. Regardless if it's midnight, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., if you have artificial light shining on your face, shining on your eyes, your body thinks, hey, I'm supposed to be awake here, and it will be harder for you to fall asleep. Nowadays, we're being awake all the fucking time because we're using computers, we're using phones literally until the very second we go to bed. So what I do is the following. I do two things. Number one, I install an app called F.Lux, F.Lux. I have that on my computer. It's a program where you basically tell it when you're supposed to wake up, when you're supposed to go to sleep, and then it adjusts the blue light component in the screen light, and it makes it less and less blue and more, it gives it this like orangey vibe. It looks a little weird in the first couple of seconds, but then you adjust to it and you barely notice it. And that basically pulls out all the blue light, and you will already feel getting drowsy just by staring at the screen, just because this blue artificial light is out of it. You can have the same on your phone. I've heard of iPhones, they have this like evening mode, so they automatically kind of darken their brightness. So on top of that, I also go put the brightness on all my screens, be it computer, television, or my phone, on the minimum the closer I get towards sleep. So I basically try to have no blue light within the last 2 hours of my day before I go to sleep. And you will literally feel getting tired, getting ready for bed within the last 2 hours of your day, and it will be so easy to then slip into meditation and then slip right into sleep, and that way you get a really fucking high quality sleep. One last thing that can help you tremendously are so-called Swannies. I'm not getting paid for that here, but get these Swannies. They are, I think, 90 bucks a piece. They're cool, stylish glasses. You can even wear them in a club. You can wear them if you're hanging out with friends before you go to bed, you know, in like some hookah bar or whatever the fuck it is. You can put them on, they look pretty cool. I look like fucking Bob Burnquist here on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And you see them, they're orangey, right? So they block out automatically all the blue light. I use those on top of the blue light blocking screen of my computer. Again, I want to make sure there's no fucking blue light coming into my face. I wear these also around 2 hours before I go to bed. Super fucking cool. Again, I know the owner of these. He's a sleep expert, James Swannick, cool guy. You can type those in, Swannies, S-W-A-N-N-I-E-S. Swannies. You find them on Amazon. They have a website and all this shit. Or basically type in blue light blocking glasses. That will help you a lot. So that's what I do in terms of going to sleep. It's really, really fucking cool. Obviously, here's your call to action. Install F.Lux on your fucking phone. Buy, purchase a sleeping mask if you can't darken your room. Get a good white noise if in case things too loud where you live. Get all these things. Put them on your list, because at the end of the week, this needs to be a call to action, needs to be fulfilled. Optional, you can get Swannies, and yeah, that is it. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, because in the next video, we'll be talking about something pretty fucking cool, and that is the balancing game and lifestyle aspect. Very excited about that. This is sleep. Again, sleep is incredibly important if you're planning to stay productive in the long fucking run, so better get that handled. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. GG.